Deep in the heart of Texas, in San Marcos, welcome to Bobcat Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Army Black Knights and the Texas State Bobcats. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Army head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Black Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Jackson gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Atkins. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're gonna see the blitz. I'm gonna get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the back. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Atkins. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. He's got it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. And the Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Jackson will throw. Caught, it's Sparks. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here's some daylight. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no point.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Bobcats. A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Handoff from the gun. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to go up top on second down. Nice play to knock that one down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And there he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Can't get him to the ground. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on this second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Black Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Army! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Jenkins. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
Here we go, ready. 129, go.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. Taken in by Smith on the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Bobcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Smith. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
From the gun, it's Burgess. Defense all over him. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Making the adjustment on the play. Jackson will throw. Oh, pressure's coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
Knocked down immediately.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. They're all over him. And down he goes.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. He's got enough. He's at the 50. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys.
And he's in. Touchdown, Black Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Using his legs, it's Atkins. He's got the first down. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Bobcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Jackson gonna throw it. And he gets it away.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man.
But we thought this guy might be a big weapon here and a big part of what the offense was going to try to do. And you've seen now, early in this game, they're going to him a lot. That's already his 5th catch. Defense can't cover him. He's such a big target.
Caught, and he's got room. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and long coming up. Running inside, it's Burgess. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 15 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Mustangs in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Buying a little time to his left. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got a man. It sucks. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Quick give. It's Howard. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Army! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Rifles it down the middle. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Texas State. And that one will give them the lead.
And you're seeing the aggressiveness by the offensive coordinator on the first play of the second half. They take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
They'll send the back in motion. Jackson will throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Army has has it back in the offense ready to go. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The run inside. It's Howard. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Left side, it's Suggs. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush is on. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And 3 receivers on the left side here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Straight ahead, it's Howard. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. They are lighting up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with this 2-point conversion attempt. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires it down the seam. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Ready.
Quarterback changing the play. Jackson gonna throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Smith. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Look out! Turns it upfield, and they swarm him under. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Gets the back moving. Jackson will throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Nice coverage, jump the route, create the interception, and then it looks like he could go all the way. Oh, so close.
Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the 4th. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Black Knights offense will go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Army! They've got the lead here in the 4th. single extra point doesn't help you much at this stage, so they'll go for 2 and try to push it out to a field goal late. Snaps it in the shotgun. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal, but they'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead.
Texas State, 32.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Great. So let's all ready. Ready, go.
Jackson gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On the move. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
Fires left side at Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Hits inside. It's Burgess.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. He'll take it himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football, because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. Stop short of the marker, and they stop with this defense, and they get the ball back.
And, man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the 2nd time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They want that clock to run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Under pressure. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Breaks into the open. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
2nd and long here.
Ready. Go, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Atkins. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Just feeds the running back.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Texas State.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And this will be for the win. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. We are getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. And he got it! And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.